The Nintendo Switch has been in high demand since its release in March, and there's a lot of features worth talking about. But one thing that seems to get overlooked is the touchscreen, and it's a really good touchscreen. When you actually use it, you'll see that it's very accurate and very quick and very responsive, and compared to a lot of devices, it's actually quite superior. So the question is, if we've got a tablet with a great working touchscreen, why are we not using it as a graphics tablet? Okay, granted, it has a 720p screen, but what a nice crystal clear 720p screen. And yes, the screen size is about 7 inches. However, think of it this way. If you want to buy, say, a Wacom tablet that you can draw directly on like a monitor, you're looking at a lot of money, a lot more than a Nintendo Switch. It kind of makes sense. If you already have a Nintendo Switch, why not use it with the functionality it already has and invent a stylus that works for it and some software to go with it? Or open up software that already exists like Artflow or MediBang Pro or something like that. It just makes sense. Utilize what you've got, and it's just another selling point for the Nintendo Switch. So if you're someone who's really interested in graphic design and art, then you've probably looked at all the tablets out there and realized that they're very expensive. You're looking at between, in the UK, sort of £350 to well over £2,000. And, you know, you can imagine in dollars, we're looking at sort of like $400 to $500 to start with, going up to, you know, $2,500. And you know, these art tablets cost a fortune, and even if you get I found that the best option you can possibly go for, and the cheapest option, for less than £200 and probably less than $250, you could get a Samsung Galaxy Note P600, which costs used about £150 to £200 and new £350. But that's not my point. My point is, I saw a post online and a graphic designer had used the Joy-Cons from the Nintendo Switch to connect to the computer and use them for graphic design. So he'd use his left hand to navigate all the graphic design tools in the software and his right hand to draw with. And I thought that was brilliant. So imagine if you could just simply have a pen made for the Nintendo Switch, maybe in collaboration with Wacom like Samsung do and a few other companies, and then work on compatibility with existing drawing and art software so that you could just use it straight out of the box. I mean, that would be a great selling point for the Nintendo Switch. And thinking about it, they might actually be working on it. If you look at the way the Nintendo Switch has been marketed and all of their kind of plans for the future, they're really trying to work towards every selling point of the device. So, for example, they're working towards VR at the moment, and the way that would work is that you'd have a headset that you slot the actual Nintendo Switch screen into, and then you'd use your two Joy-Con with just as like your controllers, the way you would with, say, a HTC Vive, or with the PlayStation Move controllers with the PlayStation VR. And Nintendo have said that they're working on this at the moment, and that they don't want to just release it so that you can play it for an hour or two and it's not that comfortable. They want to get it just right. So there is a good chance that they might actually be working on a stylus for the screen. It's really strange when you think about it. So many people have played the Nintendo Switch. No one ever uses the touchscreen as a touchscreen. I've never seen anyone use it in a video or in person. And to be honest, I forget it's even there most of the time. I just use the controller or the Joy-Con when I'm using it in handheld mode. So I think this is a missed opportunity if they don't do something with it. And for somebody who wants to be like entry level getting into graphic design and concept design and art like that, I think that it would be brilliant, to pay £270 for a Nintendo Switch instead of paying £1,000 for just a monitor that you can plug into your existing computer. I mean, it's a great place to start, and it would just be an extra gimmick that would be a good selling point for the Nintendo Switch going forward. But I genuinely think it's possible, and I think that it could happen depending on where they're going with the Nintendo Switch. They've got so many things in the works at the moment for it that we don't know about, or we know barely anything about. So who knows? It could happen. But I think it's a great idea, and I thought it was worth getting that idea out there for people to think about, especially you guys who are interested in graphic design, concept artwork, drawing your own comics, conceptual art, anything like that. I think this would be like a really good opportunity to look into this. But for those of you who are interested in that and maybe want to get into it and haven't started yet, I do have a couple of quick tips before I go. There's a really great concept art book that shows you from start to finish how to make concept art, and it's specifically science fiction. The book is called How to Draw and Paint Science Fiction Art by Geoff Taylor, and you can get that on Amazon or in the stores. I got mine from The Works, and I think it was like £3 or something, and I think it's about £7 on Amazon, so that's probably like $9, something like that. So yeah, check that book out. If you're looking for software, absolutely brilliant free software is MediBang Paint, and you can get it on Android, Windows, Mac, and even on your phone as well. And you can share all of your files across all systems. It really does have the most professional level tools in a free app, and yeah, it's brilliant. You should just check that out. And also, if you're looking for a tablet, I've found that the best solution, if you want to stay under like $200, the option you really want to look into if you want to stay in budget is look for the Samsung Galaxy Note P600. I'm not sure if the one that came out before it, that's a little rounder, if that would run the software and everything. That's something you should check into. But yeah, if you're interested, check those things out, and hopefully that will help some of you out. So in conclusion, the Switch file is, why haven't they done this already? Why isn't this available for everybody to use as an art tablet? You'd think, if you look back at the Xbox 360, how they did UDraw, and they had the UDraw tablet, and Ubisoft, I think it was Ubisoft, lost absolutely loads of money because they'd built all of these tablet peripherals so that you could do the art studio, but there was only that game and I think some Marvel game you could use on, and I think, what was the other one? Trivial Pursuit, that you could actually use that peripheral with, so no one bought it, and they lost so much money. But think about it, Nintendo has already got the hardware. All they need to do is like invent the pen, and I know that sounds very simplified, but you know, design a pen that works with it, that's pressure sensitive, and just use existing software that they can just work to convert so that it works on the Nintendo Switch. Essentially, they've got most of the hard work done, and they don't have to invest in making lots of big, bulky, expensive hardware. So that is the Switch file for today, guys. I can't believe they haven't already done this. It seems really obvious to me. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy this video. There's many other videos to choose from. And if this has helped you out in any way, or you've enjoyed listening, please be kind and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.